In this video, let me give you a very powerful weapon. You know this, you will conquer it all, I can assure you. You know, I looked at it, I saw it, I realized it, and I realized that it was the truth. I remember some lady was also sharing a story about how her brother almost died. He had given up, but after he was prayed for, that is when he regained hope and he got to live after being shot, you know? So listen, when they mentioned, they were like, now I got to see that sometimes we allow death to come upon us. That is why there are people that when they look at you, some people that are close to you, when they think about you, oh my God, they are so worried. But I want to give you a very powerful weapon right now that I have learned to realize. I have seen people close to me when they will be sick, on a sick bed or on a deathbed, if I'm to use the word, I would realize how they will all refuse to die. And then I made a comparison. I would see some people in the similar situation, and you would hear that before my parent died, before so and so died, they were starting to say their goodbyes. And I would realize that, no, wait a minute. This person was refusing to die, although they were at a point of death. And they got to leave. But that other one, they all die, most of them. Then when a revelation came that most people, they don't die. Okay, let me put it like this. Things like death, they come to threaten you so that you stop fighting and they take advantage. It's almost like an enemy before a battle. The enemy will say, I'm going to kill you. Remember when Goliath was threatening David, he was saying, today, he was making all threats. And physically, you could just tell, this is a big guy. Oh, no ways, I can't beat this guy. But the reality is, it was fear that was going to make David to start to know what? To miss. To start to misfire. You know what I'm saying? To shake. That is why at the end of the day, he conquered. He did not conquer only because he was lucky. He was confident. He was courageous. He did say, I'm gonna kill you instead. Let me tell you that there are people who are worried about you. Oh my God. They can't bear the thought of losing you. And with that being like that, you must be able to fight back. When you are down, that's where the enemy wants you. I like saying a lot that the battle, it is not a matter of the strongest, although it is about the strongest, but with Satan, it is not a matter of the strongest. The enemy, Satan, realizing he has been disarmed, he uses this mind. And it's been like that actually from the very beginning. Even in the case of Job, he was being strategic. He was like, let me remove. I know that this Job is untouchable. I know that I've been told not to touch his soul. But then again, a human nature is this. If he can lose the least loved ones, if he can lose all that he has, he will definitely curse the Lord. That is how human beings are like. He was being strategic. But with Job being strong, with Job being refusing to tap out, refusing to give up, refusing to curse the Lord and say, no, rather I die, but I will not curse God. I know I am sick, worms all over my body. But I no. He only complained, why, Lord? Why? And the devil was like, let me use his wife. He whispered, tell him to curse God and die. Tell him that obviously he's dying already. Why can't he just curse? He is just suffering. But Job refused. And his refusal saved him. Let me tell you that your refusal will save you. The enemy is just waiting for you to just lose hold. The enemy knows that if you are to hold on there, you will conquer. He knows your time to prosper is close, but he's waiting for you to just give up. Look for those that are around you. I have seen people most of the time, they're like, you know what, I was in pain. But when I look at my child, that my child is still very young, I was like, no, Lord, I can't die now. No, Lord, I can't give up. I have had countless parents saying that I wake up every day. I work so that my child can eat something. These people, in some other ways, you know what they're saying? They're trying to describe that it is not easy. Had it not been for my kids, I would just give up. I can't tolerate this. But realizing that for me to give up, my kids, my family will suffer also. No, I can't bear to see my family suffering. They can't bear. Right now, I want to give you a weapon. Right now, I want to pray over somebody right now. I want to encourage you right now. I want to give you the weapon that many people in the world, they don't know today. No matter the pain, learn to refuse. Learn to refuse to die prematurely. When you are in a sick bed, this is your time to recover. This is your time to reconcile. That is why Hezekiah was able to go before the Lord and say, Lord, remember all I've done. That was a chance for him to say, to accept dying or to ask for another life. But most people, due to pain, they say, you know what? I've done my part, my kids. Oh, take care of each other. They start saying their goodbyes, and to them it feels right. Oh, what if I leave without having to say all these things? But but I want to tell you something. Excuse me. Be that one that refuses. I know the pain, understand the pain you feel, but the weapon, some you go because the enemy is just making you tap out. Enemy knows that it's not yet your time. If you refuse, if you hold on to life, he won't go away. But you know what he does? He makes you think, come on, just let loose. No, in fact, command yourself to die. Commanding happens. Commanding your situations to not change happens. Oh, I'm a poor person. Jesus, when he was ready, he said to himself, he said upon the Father, he said it himself, Lord, unto your hands I command my spirit. Such works. Please, I'm being instructed that now preach this gospel to everybody else. If there's a loved one that is sick, tell them to refuse. Tell them to refuse no matter what. Rather they die while they were refusing. Rather, tell them to not give in to the pain. Because you remember those that you are leaving behind. If you can remember, that will make you say, no, I know it's hard, but no, there must be a way I can survive this. I refuse. Be strong for them. Make sure you speak blessing, you speak prosperity for the sake of your family. You'll be like, I'm going to fast. For the sake of them, I'm going to pray all night. So that my kids can pass at school. So that we can make it, so that my marriage can be prosperous. I pray for you right now. Let God help you in Jesus' mighty name. May He give you the power to conquer. All the time in Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. And of course, that's all I had. My details are on the comment section below. See you next time.